Last year, Wales produced over 1.7 million tonnes of waste. Though Powys was one of the first councils to meet 40% recycling targets, the Welsh Assembly Government is now set to increase its recycling to 70% by 2025. It's a challenging goal, especially when budgets are being squeezed, and failure to comply with new targets will lead to fines which fall ultimately on the taxpayer. Change is coming, and it's in everyone's interest to work together, consuming less and recycling more. That means a change in how we think and act, for the individual householder and for the organisations that deliver the services. Cae Post and Cwmharri are two local recycling organisations that have already pioneered change and have seen the need to work together to find the best solutions for the future. They already recycle waste for nearly 1/3 of households in Powys, and they make a real difference to the communities that they serve.
Cae Post offer an excellent service. We're absolutely delighted. The range of things that they can recycle is expanding all the time, which means that the contents of our black bin are going down, and it becomes a bit of a competition in the house to make sure that we only half fill the black bin each week. So yes, we're absolutely delighted.
Cae Post curbside collections encourage people to sort plastic, paper, metals at source. Local businesses are helped to provide facilities for their customers.
We couldn't find anybody to provide us with a recycling service. Then we found Cae Post. They have been absolutely brilliant. They've provided us with leaflets and signage for our park, and have provided efficient and professional service, and we're absolutely delighted.
And community groups are engaged to help mobilise and educate the public to recycle more.
The Scouts, the Brownies and Guides have been involved in a number of activities. One of them, the main bit, has been communications campaign, bringing the message of Cae Post into the village of Guildsfield. Part of that has been distributing leaflets to each household, but not just distributing through the letterbox, but actually talking to all the residents, explaining to them what is in the heart of this campaign. They've also been involved with distributing additional red boxes and recyclable sacks from Cae Post directly to the residents' doors. So it's been a fantastic experience, definitely, for all the guides, the Scouts and the Brownies.
Well, I think this service from Cae Post is excellent. At one time we were putting out a bag of waste every week, but now it's once a fortnight, and I should imagine we're recycling about 70% of our material, for household material.
Avoid reaching into the containers. If you have to move the containers to then get stuff into, get it out, then that's okay.
Key to delivering a reliable, safe and professional service is the training of employees, volunteers and support workers to national standards. Education and engaging the local community is a theme that is also high on the agenda for Cwmharri, another pioneering organisation that is providing a curbside collection and has established Wales's first commercial composting plant dedicated to domestic food waste.
Well, I think that the food disposal one is an excellent idea. The biodegradable bag makes it all very simple to use, and I'm particularly pleased with that because smelly food is difficult to dispose of.
Approximately 75 tonnes of food and green waste is processed at the plant each month. It's turned into compost and recycled back to local growers for producing fresh vegetables which are sold through the Cwmharri Food Company.
Cwmharri provide us with the compost that we put on the soil here, and that provides us with everything we need to grow healthy vegetables. The vegetables then go to Cwmharri and are sold via the veg bag scheme. The customers use whatever they want from those, and the rest of it they put in the compost bin, which goes back to Cwmharri and is turned into compost. And that completes the cycle of veg and compost over and over again. And really there's no one else who can provide this service, and it's excellent to us because we couldn't grow these vegetables without that compost.
The local community also benefit from training programmes provided at the Cwmharri Garden.
It's a community garden, so we're engaging members of the public to come here, learn how to grow by small trial allotments, give them a bit of a taste to actually, yes, we know where carrots come from, yes, we know what they look like, and then they can go and hopefully grow their own at home.
What you've seen here at Cwmharri is our pioneering food waste work, collecting from across the region, processing it into compost through our industrial scale plant here in Newtown, and growing veg on the back of that. What you're not seeing here in Newtown is our work on behalf of the Welsh Assembly Government, Down in Preston and Norton, 1,200 homes have joined forces with Cumharry to demonstrate how a slow recycling approach can achieve the Welsh Assembly Government's targets of a 70% recycling rate. Already the community is fully engaged. The recycling targets that the Welsh Assembly Government have set of 70% we will hit within 12 months. The lessons that are coming out are truly applicable to what is about to happen here in Powys, and indeed it's why the Welsh Assembly Government have asked us to do this, so that they can learn as the way in which they can achieve a sustainable nation of Wales.
But Wales does not only have an environmental agenda, it also has a social agenda. And Cae Post has found a way to make its business count by offering work experience and employment for those who might otherwise find it hard to get a job.
I was out of work for almost a year, looking for work the whole time. Cae Post gave me a chance when I'd almost given up. Because of the training, all the other support we've been having, I'm now learning a good living wage. Which means I can now support myself and can move on with my life. It'll be a great bunch to work for, really.
What's more, they bring a sense of purpose, dignity and self-worth, and offer a leg up to those wanting to turn their lives around.
Giving me something to do during the day which is keeping me out of trouble. It's given me recent work history and references for future jobs. And it's given me training which will give me more opportunities in the future.
The Welsh Assembly Government strategy calls for the involvement of the third sector, and with innovation, inspiration and community engagement, Cae Post and Cumharry have shown that they are more than ready to participate.
Budget cuts mean that every penny we spend on these public services must really count. It's not enough for us that we do great recycling, professional, on time, in budget. We use our business to do much more, to tackle some of the most pressing environmental and social problems that we're facing. And we do this at no extra cost. We're proposing a joint venture with the County Council to form a single county-wide organisation that would be run on the same lines. One that would pull together all the talent and experience of all of our organisations. One that would have the clout to face up to harsh economic conditions and deliver real cost savings. Together we can make a difference.
Well, I think Powys has already made considerable investment into Cae Post and Cumharry. And in return, these organisations have attracted millions of pounds into the county, both with excellent results. And this is the moment to maximise those investments, not turn our back on them. Now, nowhere in Wales is better placed than Powys to forge together the best of what the council and its community partners can deliver. A joint venture would be good for our economy, good for our environment and good for our council taxpayers of all people. Now, if you can deliver these services for the same cost while reaping additional social and environmental benefits, and Cae Post and Cumharry have shown this is possible, why on earth wouldn't you?
Definitely, I'm all for anything that will help people who are disadvantaged in any way at all, really, because anything you can do to help them must be for the good.
I prefer a recycling service to involve the community and do a lot more than just recycling.
Keeping the environment clean is very important indeed, but if we can help socially disadvantaged people at the same time, that's ideal.